Hello all, and welcome to the zoo.
Why am I here?
Minions of the Zoo is a lovable ragtag group of misfits that sprang up initially as a fan group to Ranting Monkey, Scribe Light, Some Dumb American, and their joint Lords of the Night livestream show. Late night discussions in Discord quickly evolved into streams of their own, with each member bringing something new and different to the table for discussion. Led by the incomparable Reject PPC and the One-Ton Hammer, the group rotates hosts known as Zookeepers.
Hello everybody and welcome to Minions of the Zoo. I am your host for this evening, One-Ton Hammer.
I will be your zookeeper tonight, Reject.
Alright, and welcome to the zoo. I am the Lucky Pop-Tart
Inquisitor, Sanguine.
Skeptock.
I'm Prospero.
Fat Platypus.
Chaosy.
And I'm Della Hazed.
Regular streamers, they're known as Minions. And special guests are known as traveling exhibits. They're on a nightly basis, so that each show has something unique and fresh for our audience. Minions of the Zoo currently streams at 10:30 Central Standard, 11:30 Eastern Standard Time.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Minions of the Zoo. Saturday night or Friday night. Wow, yeah. I'm covering for Sanguine, and I'm your host, Adam. Clan Squirt the First, and with me is Prospero
Hello.
and special guest SoulReaveryin.
Yo, how is everyone doing?
Yeah. How are you both doing this evening?
I'm well, thank you. How are you both?
I'm doing really good. Just chilling, playing Tekken. I'm glad you're doing well, and hope you're doing well, Adam.
You know, honestly, I'm glad you were able to hang out with us again, Soul. It's wonderful to
Oh,
see you again because like I said, I think you're a going fan favorite. So there you go.
oh, bless. Thank you. It's always like a fun time, like joining with everyone. So, thank you for that inviting me.
Yes, sir. And to be honest, I'm surprised that I get a rare chance to hang out with Prospero.
It is rare.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's
been a couple months, I think, since we've spoken on air.
well, the phalanx tends to move in one direction, and as a Macedon, I can only move in one direction. That was a horrible fucking joke. But I'm glad Prospero got it.
I got the phalanx set up for it, but I thought, God, where's he going with this? Does Souls know about why Macedon is Macedon?
I don't think he does.
No, I don't. I don't think so.
Wait, hold on. Where did the Macedon?
Was it Civ 5? I'm trying to remember which iteration of the game where someone was talking about the Macedonians. Whatever voice actor it was, Souls, did this brilliant thing where they said that the Macedonians were, and it's I mean, we're talking about semi-ancient history, right? And
Yeah.
one would think there'd be a brief before somebody had to voice act, that they might need to know that it was Philip of Macedonians.
But you cannot allow the Macedonians to go across.
Yeah, and it was just absolutely one of those. It's one of those clunkers that we've all heard it, because they hire voice actors and they're reading their script for the game, and somebody will pronounce something in a unique way, but that one was just kind of like a needle going across an LP.
Well, hold on.
It was just like,
how do you think? Okay, because if we're going into that mount, sometimes they just give a script to the people and they just speak whatever they're gonna speak. Do you think that might have been they gave this person a script
a cry for help? Because it sounded like a cry for help for me, because somebody may have misspelled Macedonian is the only thing I can think of. There could have been 2 C's that would have made them make it a hard C.
A goofy bit. I look at it like, look, they look at the U's like a V.
Yeah, well, no, I don't think they wrote it. I don't think it was written in Latin, for God's sake.
Just trying to Google.
Like,
I'm glad you both.
Holy crap! Jesus is spelled with an I. It's just,
That's brilliant.
Who is this Eusus they're talking about? Ephesus was Christ. What's going on? I mean, I have a feeling there was a typo or something, because MACE, normally somebody's not going to make that C a hard C. So
Yes,
I'm wondering
that's
if
gross.
it was MACCE, and so they're reading and they're like the Macedonians.
Yeah.
But it's such a clanker, and nobody in editing caught it, which is even scarier, because you're scripting a game about Rome.
Right.
Yeah,
And it's kind of like if somebody had said the Emperor Julia, it's just...
But there was no
I love it. Massive blunder.
Yeah, it was an amazing blunder, and I had no idea. I just knew that it was a running joke with Adam, and he finally sent me a video so I could hear it, and it was like, oh God, it's just one of those things that you're like,
okay, let me put it out full blank. I love linguistic plays, right? I love Macedonian. Yeah, I understand what I'm saying. I understand what you think, but that's the fun of it.
my mother would do things like that, because she would say, she would deliberately mispronounce something like apple pie as a pill pea.
Yeah.
And you catch people
out
who think poorly of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My dad actually did that one time in a meeting with a bunch of people who I think thought that he, being from the southern United States, might be a little simple or something, because he jokingly referred to a waiter as Garcon.
What?
Instead of garçon.
Gods.
Um,
Oh, hold on,
he said,
hold on, hold on. We're, dude. Let's not offend our British friend here, and invoke some French garçon.
well,
It's fine.
I don't know how offended people are by
No,
a
you have to
language
be.
that showed up on their shores. Oh, I don't know, a
Yeah, I feel that.
1,000 years ago. It's just, but he said Garkin, and a couple guys at the table literally looked at him and said, "Will, it's Garcon." And he said,
Garçon.
"Oh, you mean that funny little squiggly thing under the sea? Oh, so it's not facade?"
Wait, how do they do that?
But I don't. They misunderestimated my father. I think it's rather unusual that they thought somebody could have made it all the way through law school, um, without ever knowing that the C with the funny little squiggly thing was a soft C. But yeah, they fell for it, and Dad was like, "Ah, a bunch of dumb bastards." He did not disabuse them of the notion. He just saved the story to tell my mother and me.
That's brilliant.
Yeah, I was very proud of him. And the funny thing is the language he had studied in school, in high school, had been French. So he knew goddamn well it was garçon. But
He just did it on purpose to test people.
he did it because I think he was with a group of guys who were all into the what school you went to,
Oh yeah.
determining your worth as a human being or as a professional of any kind, and that kind of pointless
That happens a lot, though.
self-congratulation that comes
Yeah.
out of people. That's the kind of thing that my dad was like, well, let's just take a little pot shot at these assholes.
Hell yeah.
It entertained the hell out of me.
It definitely would sounds like it definitely would entertain me as well.
Yeah.
I'd get a good laugh out of it.
Yeah, because he was just like, oh, those stupid bastards, they just,
Yeah, those fools.
he never minced his words. That's one thing I can say about my dad. He never minced his words.
Oh, bless.
Ah, mincing words.
Being overly politic. In other words, he couldn't brown nose to save his life.
Yeah, I won't brown nose either, but I will say, hi chat, hi everybody in chat, all of your wonderful words. There's my brown nose.
That's not brown nosing.
In chat.
Hey Cryptic, how you doing, Cryptic? You want to join the show? You're more than welcome to hop on. I think there's space.
Oh,
for you.
before I forget my story about grubbiness.
Oh, yeah. What
I don't want to forget. I don't want to forget this because I think Soul will get a kick out of it. I was listening to an interview with Tucker Carlson after he came back from his trip to Russia and Abu Dhabi.
Yeah.
And he was talking to Glenn Beck, and Glenn Beck was asking him, giving him a chance to explain why he did the Moscow subway station, because everybody knows Stalin built that, and it was built with basically slave labor, and a lot of people lost their lives creating some of the infrastructure in Russia. But Tucker's point was, how can an oppressive place that we're supposed to think is so hideous have nice public spaces like Russia, but we're letting our public spaces go to shit? That was more of his point with that. But Boris Johnson, of course, had been highly critical of Tucker for going to Russia to interview Putin.
Yeah.
And because Boris had shot his mouth off on Twitter several times, Tucker approached Boris for an interview. And, he wasn't hearing back, but he made a few calls and was able to hook up with a couple connections. And he finally got a call from somebody who was an assistant to Mr.
Oh,
Johnson,
damn.
wherein Tucker was advised that Boris would grant him an interview for $1 million.
Oh, really? Shit.
Now, I think we all suspected that Boris was grubby, but that's really grubby.
Yeah, that's like slime.
Putin didn't ask for money. Putin did not ask for money.
Damn, yeah, that is quite like low. Like,
But Alex Boris Johnson, since his name really isn't Boris, his name is Alex, but he used Boris in
damn.
primary or secondary
What's
school.
difference?
Yeah, it's just but he wanted $1 million.
Damn, that's like
And I,
proper like gravity.
I was like, well, aren't you a little piece of shit? You know, he considers himself so much morally more upstanding than Putin, and of course that doesn't take a lot to be more upstanding than Putin. Putin's a piece of trash, murderous dictator. But it's like, yeah, but you still have to be. You want money to be
Yeah, you
interviewed.
still want money to like go see him, like get seen, or like what the hell?
Yeah, it's like goodness gracious.
Insane.
That was. I would have found that really disappointing maybe 10 years ago to hear that. I'm not
Yeah.
particularly I'm not all that surprised now, but it still caught me off guard a little bit. He wanted $1 million damn dollars.
Yeah,
It's like I'm sorry, but you're like 4 prime ministers ago. Nobody cares that much, Boris.
That's excellent. I love that. Thank you for telling me about that. I'm like, you know, I was getting a good laugh out of it. Like, who does that?
You'd expect that to be, you know, it's like some shakedown artist.
Yeah, like some back end dealing.
I guess the new girl is expensive.
You must be. Damn.
Yeah, that's just. I was like, wow, wow. You know.
Wow, damn.
When you're more of a whore than Vladimir Putin, you know,
You know, and it's just like, damn, what the hell?
I'm gonna go back and laugh even more at the pictures of him at the Olympics.
At the Olympics?
Oh yeah, the 2012 London Olympics. What did he zip line? And he looked like, I swear to God, he looked like he was wearing a romper. It was the funniest thing I've ever seen.
It was his protection.
Yeah, really. I mean, honest to God, though, for such an Etonian type, he really can look like a slob.
I'll bet.
I will say, I was not expecting this kind of conversation, but
No, it was one thing I didn't want to forget because it just amused me.
right on.
Not as much as Macedonians amused me, though.
Well, Macedonians. I did have a bit I wanted to bring up, but in terms of Sanguine, since it is usually Sanguine runs the show on Minions, and he cooks up delicious delights that I think most people will enjoy. So, in keeping with this type of what is it?
Foodie Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did you have for dinner?
What did I have for dinner?
Well, the both of yous. I'll tell you. For me, I had sushi. Um, delicious sushi.
Damn,
Well,
that does sound good.
Oh,
that's more high tone than I had.
Yeah, same.
well, what'd
I
you
only
get?
had.
I had a chunk of cheese.
A chunk of cheese.
A chunk o' cheese. I had a big lunch,
Okay, that's a
so it
joke,
was
right?
just no. I actually just had a chunk of cheese because I wasn't particularly hungry. I had a big lunch.
Whoa. Okay.
It's
Well,
nice to have some cheese sometimes, but
what about you,
with
Souls?
like bread and stuff. I haven't had nothing at the moment, but I'm cooking some like fries and bacon and eggs. That's probably it. And then I'll probably have that, and then I don't know. I don't know. I did have a cheese and ham sandwich earlier.
Dude. Well, we also gotta keep in mind that Souls is in the ah, he's in the future. He's in a different time
Yeah,
zone, so yeah, we gotta,
he's thinking more of a proper fry up for breakfast than he
Oh,
is
oh,
dinner.
Yeah, probably.
oh. And those English graphics.
I do like
Breakfast.
a full English breakfast. Those are tasty, especially if you like been drinking like the night after, and then you just like cook up like a full English breakfast. It's like the best. Well, I love it.
Dude.
It's got the right amount of fat to be good hangover chow.
Yeah. It's like bacon, eggs, baked beans, hash brown, some mushrooms.
Okay,
It's
you
good.
you need to stop. Look,
Tomatoes, if you want.
tomatoes. Oh,
Yeah.
the. Oh, okay, look,
Tomatoes.
stop.
Fry bread.
I'm trying to go with a breakfast where I'm supposed to not eat what with I have a 6 hour window, so uh I'm going with that. And you telling me all this deliciousness, yeah.
It's just effing with the breakfast stuff that you'll
Oh,
normally have with.
I was watching a video not long ago in London. It was a cooking channel and another channel kind of doing a combo where they went
Oh,
to a cafe in London, Palucci's, and had their full English. Even though it's an Italian cafe, they do a bonkers full English.
Hold on, hold on.
And it
You're
was
an
just
Italian.
amazing watch. Yeah, but they're multi generations ago Italian,
Oh,
but their Italian is pretty amazing. I mean, the lady waiting on them insisted that she brought the some cannelloni and some other stuff to the table too, along with the full English for them to try it. But
no,
goodness, I
awesome.
mean, it even included bubble and squeak and just
Hell yeah.
mm-mm.
Sounds
lots of.
delicious.
It does. It really does. It looked pretty damn good.
I would like to try it.
And
Well,
black pudding and the whole 9 yards.
Wait, bread pudding. What is bread
Black
pudding?
pudding.
Black?
Black pudding.
The like the
It's a blood sausage, Adam. Fried blood sausage.
like the Scots people?
And they do it too. It's you they mix oats with pig's blood and make a sausage. Fry it up. There's also a
hell
white pudding.
Yo, I'm always open to try it out, as long as there's no onion.
Yeah,
yeah.
that's one thing missing basically from a full English.
Well, nobody's missing it.
Well, unless there are leaks in the bubble and squeak, but You might not mind that.
Yeah, you might not even notice.
Yeah, it depends on what veg is used.
Oh no. Oh, that's even worse. When it's like, oh, you might not taste it. Ooh, it's hidden. It's hidden in there. Ooh, no.
Well, leeks are incredibly
Just
mild.
don't tell him.
That's like Mary Poppins shit. Like, I'm gonna add sugar to the medicine that I'm gonna have, and you're gonna start seeing like all these cartoon characters, and it's crazy.
Well, it wouldn't be like raw onion anywhere.
Well, yeah, raw onion's worse.
Yeah, it would not be like raw onion, and I'm not sure, if there were leeks or shallots.
Well, leeks. Oof.
Not that that's
That's where they
all that
start.
common in bubble and squeak. It just depends on whether the bubble and squeak is made up with all the leftover last night veg.
Oh no.
You'll be fine.
Well, at least
I
we're
think
doing this on a Friday.
it's
so I can
potato,
get-
man. It's mainly potato, so you'd be fine with it, Adam.
Wait, potato? I like potatoes,
Bubble it,
but that's starch,
yeah, bubble
isn't
and
it?
squeak. The main part of it is potato. There might be some turnip in it if that was left from the
Turnips?
night before. But it's a mash with other veg in it, frequently cabbage.
Look,
It gets its name from the noise it makes when you're cooking it in the pan.
Prosby, you gotta understand. I'm not sanguine, right? I'm just covering for sanguine. I don't know
Yeah, I
how
know.
to cook. I have
No,
no idea.
that's why I was telling you what bubble and squeak is. It's
Yeah,
it
that
is
sounds to me like
it bubbles and it squeaks, kind of, when you're doing like leftover mashed potatoes with other leftover veg. Just put it in a frying pan and kind of,
that's all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna toss it in a pan and hope for the
yeah,
best.
heat it through.
And bing bang boom.
Yep.
Stick to your ribs good.
Oh no.
It'll fill you up.
I'm gonna starve.
No, you're not.
No
Ladies
one's
and
starving
gentlemen,
in this house.
this episode of the Minions of the Zoo is brought to you by Adam's gonna starve.
By mushy peas. It's brought to you by mushy peas.
How
Oh, mushy peas. It's not bad.
I've never had mushy peas, mainly because I think it's just a cruel thing to do to a beautiful vegetable like a pea.
I love it. I think it's well nice.
Yeah, I just
Shake
don't
it up.
see the need to cook them till they mush, because I like them with a bit of tooth still to them. Because I love, like, the small spring peas.
Yeah,
Which,
I
of course,
enjoy that.
we call English peas, because I don't know why, as opposed to Lithuanian peas. But
Yeah, I think they're well nice. Like either way, it's good shit.
yeah, I'm sure I'd eat them and enjoy them, especially if like there was a little mint in it or something.
Wait, did you
Yeah,
say
damn,
mint?
that's something that.
My husband won't eat peas, which means there's more for me.
Hell yeah.
It's the way I look at it. When people are like, "Oh, I hate that," I'm like, "Okay, more for me."
That is a good way to think about it.
Well, instead of giving somebody shit for not liking food, if somebody really doesn't like something, I understand it. Like, I understand that people don't like blue cheese. I understand that people don't like liver. I understand that people don't like a lot of things. There are things I don't like. I don't care for sweetbreads.
I agree with you. Wait, sweetbreads, does that mean like Hawaiian bread?
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
It's usually like the thymus gland of a sheep.
Wait, the thymus, like a thigh, thick thigh, or
Thymus gland.
oh no.
Sweetbreads are awful. Not awful, they're awful. They're leftover bits. Organ meat.
Organ meat from Oregon.
Oregon meat. That's right. That's from Oregon. Only sheep from Oregon.
Oh no.
Which is confusing considering it's
Prospero.
something served in Europe.
Prospero. You know we're still live, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm just fucking with you, bro.
No,
Just...
and I'm scared. I haven't. Well, have I taken my meds? Did I take? I did take my meds. Okay.
I'm scaring Adam. I'm sorry.
Oh, no. Okay. No, continue. Please continue.
No, I don't want to talk about sweetbreads that much.
No, well, I need to know where the sweetbreads are coming from because
they're the thymus gland of a sheep usually.
Okay.
Last I looked it up. I don't know. Sanguine's not here. I'm sure he can correct me next week.
Oh. Well, that's what we're here for. Because Sanguine,
But it's like, you had sushi.
You owe me $5.
Okay. Send me your Venmo.
Yeah.
But like you had sushi, and I don't care for the texture of raw fish.
Oh, well, hold on. As a side note, I like sushi. It's very delicious, and actually had sushi dinner tonight, and it was delicious.
Yeah,
but
like texturally, I don't like raw fish.
Oh, yo,
I don't.
Actually, I tried.
I don't like them. I don't like the mouthfeel of it. So it's not that I can't eat it. It's just that I.
Well, no, I tried their shrimp, and it wasn't good. So, I'm with you. I get you.
It just, it depends. I've had like tuna carpaccio, sliced very, very thin, raw, which is fine. But I am more prone to eat raw beef before I'd eat raw fish.
Ooh.
I know.
Well, possibly we can go into like, what's it called? What's that where you take the meat and you cook it in the hot oil?
Like
I have no clue.
Searing, sautéing, what?
Sautéing. I don't know. It's like
frying. Like Rotten Corpse says, not on sushi uses raw fish, and I know that.
Korean barbecue, I think.
Oh yeah, well, I mean they do that on, like on the barbecue top. Very, very thin slices of meat. I would love to do that.
Prospero today.
I'd be all over that.
Let's do it.
One of my favorite flavors in the world is gochujang. So,
hold on. We're gonna set up a super chat, and we're gonna collect money and have Souls come out and do Korean barbecue with with
the whole gang.
Prospy and I. I think that it's
worthwhile. Galbi would make me very, very happy.
I'd be happy.
It would,
Korean barbecue.
Bulgogi. I love gochujang to no end.
Right now.
As a sauce, like Squirt ketchup, use gochujang instead of ketchup for dips, fries.
Scrub ketchup. That's a thing.
Scrub. I said forget ketchup, use gochujang. It's a great fry dip.
I've never heard it. It sounds interesting.
Yeah, it's a chili paste combination. Korean.
Oh yeah. Well, that'll spice things up.
It would. It would.
No. Are you serious?
It has some heat. It's not super spicy, but it has some heat.
Oh, okay. I really don't like you know, it's spicy, it's not spicy. Is it spicy where it's making your nostrils flare?
N-
Or is it
Not
spicy where it's like, okay, I'm wafting my fingers at my face?
well, no, it's not gonna. I wouldn't think it would like make you sweat or make your eyeballs bleed. It's
God damn
not.
it.
It's not any spicier than jalapeno. It's actually, I'd say, probably less spicy than that.
It'd be tasty.
On purpose.
I mean, it is tasty because it's. I don't know if there's a fermented element to it or not. I don't know how it's made. I just like it.
Oh,
Oh, hold on. Okay, so here we got two di- two different examples, right? What kind of
yeah.
spicy is it out in where you're at, Souls?
What kind of rice spot? What? Pardon?
What kind of how spicy is it?
Oh, what? I don't know. I've never tried it.
I don't know because he might have like a Indian flavor. Indian flavor. Wow. And we just
Curry,
got
like
fucking
curry.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't. I'm not very good with hot food either, so I always have like mild, like curries and stuff like that. So,
Oh, yeah.
I'm,
The English are the reason the dish tikka masala exists. Okay.
Is it?
Yeah, wasn't it invented in Birmingham? I think
I wouldn't
I
know.
think I think tikka masala is a British
I do.
invention off of Indian
Oh,
seasoning
damn.
because well, curry can be mild, spicy, or Jesus God spicy.
Yeah,
So it can.
knock some people's socks off. Or it could be just like mild. That's what I normally have, and it's just like I don't know. You can taste the spice. It's just not that like hot or that
It's
like
warm. It's warming, I think, is what the term usually
Yeah.
is.
yeah.
It's a
And
warming
it's just
spice rather than my palms are sweating and I think my eyes are bleeding. That's not.
yeah, and I like it. Like it tastes well nice. It's like really tasty. But like I've had like tried like a vindaloo or something where it's just like burning, and it's just like
Uh-huh.
whoa, that's like too much.
There's an expat here who runs a food truck called Curry in a Hurry,
Oh yeah.
and his vindaloo will blow the back of your throat out.
Oh,
Um,
damn. That sounds
it's
dangerous.
Why would
it's
you do that?
delicious, but I have to because it's got those evil small green Indian chilies in it
Oh
that
yeah.
look like small green beans
Yeah.
almost.
Hey, I
Like
learned about long peppers.
I ate one of those by mistake.
Oh
Woof.
no.
But when I get his vindaloo and I cook up like a packet of frozen peas and I mix
Oh,
them in
sick.
and that cools it down. It's still very spicy. It'd be spicier than you'd like, but it gets it to my level of spice because I like spicy.
Yeah, so does my brother, but that does sound like like a good way to like go about it to like get it to like cool temperature to the way you want it.
Yeah, or add more rice or something that tones it down.
Yeah.
But the flavor is beautiful. It's just the first time I ate it, I was like, whoa, to the point that I want to still be able to taste what I'm eating with spice. Not be wondering what the hell the protein is in here. It looks like, but I can't tell because I've lost the ability to feel my tongue.
Yeah, because your like whole face is burning.
Yes, eyes watering, coughing, the whole 9 yards, and it's But you know the joke about the British. They traveled the world to find spices, and then
And then they
decided
just burned the
not to
spices.
use any of them. It's
Yeah,
just-
because they just burn it all away.
Oh shit! Come on, Prospero. I'm trying to have souls as a somebody who's recon. He's there, obviously, but damn it,
It's all good. I
yeah,
don't mind that.
really bad.
I'm not taking the piss out of him.
Yeah.
That was just that is a truth generally acknowledged by most Englishmen, that spicy food is not a common thing in English cuisine. There are people who
Yeah.
love the hot curries, but it's
I know what you mean.
less common.
Yeah, true that.
Didn't
Well,
say English food sucked, because people who say that are wrong.
Hey, yeah. One thing I gotta go is baked beans is always awesome, but that's a Texan thing. Is
I
it?
would
I don't
enjoy
know.
it,
I don't think it is.
but I'm British anyway, so that's pretty what I enjoy, like baked beans.
Is
I
it?
love baked beans, just not on toast. I mean, I'd eat them on toast. I'm not saying I wouldn't, but
Yeah,
it's not. It's
Wait,
not a cultural common thread across the pond.
no. I don't understand the people who sit there and like, oh, why would you have it? Dude, it's tasty. What?
I think it's just like a meme, basically, where it's just
Gotta
like,
be.
oh, yeah, it's just like, oh, British people love beans on toast, and I'm just like, yes, we love it. But I think
Yeah,
it's just like more of a meme now, so I don't know.
but people, will joke about fish and chips, and it's like, well, I mean, we had two chains operating for a large number of years in the United States, Long John Silver's and Captain D's,
Hey,
that functionally served nothing but fish and chips. So what the fuck? I mean, it
Hold
might be
on.
that we don't go for vinegar necessarily.
That's
Yeah,
hold on. That's a recent thing, isn't it? That where apparently fish and chips isn't something that you'd go for, but it's like, dude, it's just fried
Fish and chips
cod
is
and
awesome. It's
fries,
freaking
dude. Like, what the
awesome. If
fuck?
it's fried right, it's amazing.
Yeah, what's wrong with it?
And
Just
I frigging love malt vinegar on chips.
it's quite good.
And I don't mind HP sauce on chip either. Just
the
cause.
what?
Yeah, I don't know what you mean.
HP. Or I should say HP. Um, it's HP House of Parliament sauce. It's a brown sauce.
Yeah,
What?
It's
What?
a tasty brown sauce. I think you'd like it. It's not spicy. It's got a little zip, but that's
yeah, it's got like a zing to it or something.
like a little vinegar zing, maybe, but not super. Little vinegar pepper, but not gross or anything.
Yeah, I like
I mean,
it.
it's
So
not as strong as Worcester sauce, so
yeah, that's true.
it has less zip than Worcester sauce. So, and I freaking love Worcester. I'm saying that for your benefit because we call it by its full name, Worcestershire.
I can't even pronounce it. Like Worcester sauce.
Well, we try to say the actual word.
Worcestershire.
That's right.
No, it's just Worcester and Shire put together.
Oh, Worcestershire.
Yeah, Worcestershire sauce.
Oh, sick. Yeah, that's
But
quite tasty as well.
it is. It's got good stuff in it too. It's umami.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's basically And it's mainly, I think, because of the anchovies. I think it's got a touch of tamarind in it.
Oh,
It's a really interesting sauce.
yeah, it does sound like complex.
But it really is umami in a jar. It's that you add it to minced beef, and you get kind of a fuller flavor.
Oh yeah.
A shake or two of it in there, and
just like bam, gives it a kick. Makes it like different flavor.
Gives it more depth or something. It's just without having to like eat anchovies.
Okay, so have any of you had anchovies?
Yeah, I've eaten.
Yeah, I think
I've eaten the preserved anchovies, and I've eaten like white anchovies, like tinned white anchovies in olive oil.
Yeah, I think that's
both.
what I've had, like in a tin.
With the bone?
Yeah.
No, they're not. No, they're usually anchovy fillets.
Oh.
Or fillets. God, I know there's a Brit on, and I'm pronouncing words the way they do. It's anchovy fillets. I watch way too much Sorted Food, which is a British cooking channel, and it's affecting my language.
I think like that does like sometimes like when you hear it like that language or like the way they speak, you start like watching it all the time. You start speaking it like that way, and I think that's quite cool.
Well, I'll do it also sometimes when I'm, that there are distinct differences between American English and English. Terms for words like biscuit.
Yeah.
Gets really confusing because if you show a Brit an American biscuit, they're like, but that's a scone.
Oh yeah, I think I was like seeing some YouTube videos about that. And then
Jolly did one with British high schoolers and gave them biscuits and gravy. And the biscuits and gravy in the United States, particularly in the South, it's a sausage gravy.
Oh yeah.
So it's crumbled breakfast sausage and a white gravy made around it.
Oh, damn.
Which throws off Brits because, number one, biscuit doesn't mean scone, and our biscuits are very different. It's a totally different mix. It's slightly more moist. It's not as crumbly as a scone.
Yeah.
And it's, of course, being a white gravy. It's not like a bread sauce, so it's off-putting because people expect to see gravy being brown.
Yeah.
Hold on, isn't a scone like a French pastry?
Scones are British.
Oh.
Or scones, depending upon where you live and how you pronounce it. And fuss and fight and fume and shake fists.
Let's not introduce the Germans into this. We're already deep.
And what they think about sausages.
Oh shit.
As opposed to bangers.
Okay, hold on. So we got the American way of sausage and scones as a breakfast.
But they're not scones, they're biscuits. Because our biscuits are very particular type of mix. As opposed to a scone, which is more crumbly. I mean, it's not as hard as a shortbread, but it's closer to a shortbread than it is to our biscuit because it's more crumbly. It's a bit drier mix.
You You know Prospero.
But they're amazingly good
Um,
scones.
can I interject? I am now looking at DoorDash because that sounds delicious. With like a strawberry syrup. Oh my lordy, lordy, lordy.
Well, scones with clotted cream and jam are awesome.
Yeah, they are delicious.
Do you put your jam on first and then the cream, or the cream and then the jam?
Well,
Oh,
I'm trying to run a
the
show, and
No, I was not asking you. I was asking Souls.
oh, I'm
I
sorry.
put the cream on and then the jam in the middle, but I haven't tried that jam first and then the cream in the middle before. How do you have yours?
It's funny because this is apparently is a thing that causes people to get upset with each other.
Oh, really?
I did, yeah. I did cream and then jam, and I didn't separate the scone. I just did cream and jam and bit through the whole thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it was delicious and fresh out of the oven, so it was shucks.
No, but that was delicious.
It was, and it was made by a South African, which was even funnier. So,
Oh, paste.
and her
No, I haven't.
Zimbabwean husband. So
Zimbabwe.
I haven't had one of those in ages. A scone and cream and jam, or the other way around.
Well, I wasn't aware that we had to have a layered.
I think you could just eat it any way you'd like it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm as soon as it gets here, assuming that the Uber Eats driver doesn't take a bite out of my cake. But we shall see.
Hope not.
No, I don't think they will.
Yeah, I was gonna say they shouldn't take that because then how are they gonna get paid?
Did you order a Victoria sponge? You said cake.
Ooh, sponge cake. Ooh.
You would love Victoria sponge.
Yeah, they're pretty tasty as well.
If you like jam and cream and sponge cake, that's like.
Yeah, hell yeah.
You know what? We're gonna have to start Venmoing Soul's money or PayPaling him money, and it's like next thing Adam knows, he's got a crate of jammy Dodgers on his front stoop.
Just a whole lot of British snack. Some scones and all that.
Here's a proper biscuit.
That's brilliant. Oh, I don't mind like biscuit or however anyone calls them. Like I think they're anyway. Like I think it's cool.
Yeah, how would
I know, but we use cookie for everything.
From Chicago to
yeah.
from the island. I don't know if we can. Are we able to do that? I don't know if we're able.
Oh yeah, you can actually purchase a lot of British food pretty easily, especially sweets, biscuits.
I don't want to purchase.
You can find them in the grocery stores here a fair bit. Not all of them, but hell, my store has McVitie's. You can have digestives whenever you want. I'd much rather just have I'll eat the entire package of the Biscoff.
Hell yeah.
Biscoff. God, I love Biscoff.
Yeah, that is one tasty cookie.
It is. It's just amazing. And there isn't. There's no filling, Adam. There's no chocolate chips or anything like that. It's just
Yeah.
a very, very tasty biscuit.
And you can get in like a spread as well. So if you can like
Oh
want
yeah,
sandwiches, you can like get it like a Biscoff like sandwiches or on toast, and it's really good.
cookie
You can probably
spread,
make cake out of it as well.
Biscoff cookie spread. Yeah, I watched Sue Hulk make a birthday cake that used Biscoff
Oh,
spread as
oh
the icing.
damn.
Yeah, it was Dankula's wife. It was just awesome.
Yeah,
I
that's
was
so fun.
drooling the whole frigging time.
I don't blame you. I probably would be as well.
Because
Yeah.
I
They
was just
taste so
like,
good.
it looks like peanut butter, Adam, but it's not. It's called Biscoff cookie spread,
I don't know.
and
I've
it's
seen people like with their like, oh yeah, this is my protein snack bar, and it looks like a turd in a package. So
hmm
I get it.
yeah. They can. It can look like pre-chewed seeds.
Yo, I've said it multiple times. Yo, I'm okay with, hey, here's hardtack. And
Yeah, especially if you have
congratulations.
Biscoff cookie spread to put on the hardtack.
Yeah, well, or you got pig fat,
Just
then you can, cook it with it, and maybe some coffee to add some
yeah,
flavor. But
just spread lard directly on it.
yeah.
Bang, that gives it.
It'd be better if you could fry it up in duck fat or goose fat.
Well, no, you're not allowed to assault the goose or the geese. They're Canadian.
No, no, no. I know Canadian geese are protected, and they are also apparently awful. They don't taste good, which is why they're taking over the world.
Damn.
You fucking Canucks.
They're not. It's not an edible goose. I mean, I guess if we were all starving, we'd eat them, but it's not like the preferred, like a goose that you'd see on a Christmas table.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say it's a thing, but let me just say, I invited Sora. She's Canadian. She didn't want to hang out. I invited Souls. He's a Brit. I'm not gonna make these dotted lines connecting, but ooh,
Those
yeah,
Canadians.
those Canadians. They make you think. They make you think. As I have my fucking American. Okay, wow. Um, yeah, I think we've hit that marker. No, we haven't.
I like it. Cannibalistic Wizard is saying fresh hardtack isn't bad. Yeah, well, yeah, fresh anything isn't bad. It's after it's.
Well, yeah, you gotta boil it in the coffee pot, right?
I don't
Bang.
know. Despite what Cannibalistic Wizard believes, I did not march with McClellan.
I don't. Yeah, well, there's a lot of people who didn't march
Of
with.
course, he never ate hardtack in his life. That pansy ass pampered little prince that he was.
Asshole. Yeah, that
Yes,
fucking.
asshole, utter asshole. So I should have said I never marched with Grant or traveled with McClellan or Sheridan.
Oh.
So I didn't run into hardtack. But I
Well,
still know what eating goober peas means.
oh, look, I like goober peas, and um, I've
Most
heard.
people do like peanuts.
Well, no, I've heard multiple different interpretations of what goober peas is, and
It's peanuts. It's peanuts. It's peanuts. It's peanuts.
I
It is.
that's what I I agree. Yeah, pretty much peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. So, I mean, they don't say jelly. But yeah.
It must be jelly, 'cause jam don't shake like that.
But yes, Goober Peas. Go and check that out. And yes, we've hit the hour.
Kiss my ass, cannibalistic wizard.
Whoa.
He said I didn't march with him. I was busy at home cleaning the house, canning food and stuff.
They didn't have
Kiss
cans back then.
Kiss my grits, boy. You know, well, canning means jarring anyway.
I know. All right. So, let me see if I can figure out how to fucking end this.
Poor Adam.
I know.
He's like, I lost control of this the minute I invited Prospero on. You should never brought up. You should never brought up food, boy.
Hold on. First off, this is an eclipse, right? I got Prospero, and I got SoulReaveryin.
Who would have thought?
No, two people who are not common persons to hang out on a show that I'm at, right? So, haha, joke's on you. But I'm also hanging out and supporting my pal Sanguine.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Make sure you hang out with Sanguine on Friday, usually. And he cooks food. I don't cook food. I'm not a food cooker. But
You're a DoorDash dude.
I don't even like that because it's expensive.
My favorite name of any food delivery service is Deliveroo.
Wait, Deliveroo?
Yes. Yeah. I have this image of a kangaroo. I can't help it. She's boingy, 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 boingy. Pulls the food out of their pouch.
Oh my goodness. Okay. You see, ladies and gentlemen, we have to contain and control Prospero because apparently
Deliveroo is real. Okay? I'm not making it up. Ask Souls.
I'm not saying nothing about that. So I'm covering for Sanguine. And his Friday shows. Usually he talks about foods, but this evening we had very interesting conversations, and I want to thank you both, Prospero and SoulReaveryin. Thank you so much. It was wonderful.
Thanks for having me.
As we close, I'm gonna go down the line in the Discord bit. So, Prospero, closing thoughts.
I really don't have any parting thoughts. Or potting thoughts or whatever.
Oh. Well, what about closing thoughts?
Biscoffs.
Oh.
Biscoff cookies are wonderful. Check them out.
Well,
they are. They're wonderful.
Well, that doesn't help because that just makes me hungry. And
I'm sorry. Next time you're at the grocery store, look for Biscoff cookies by Lotus. They're wonderful.
Damn it.
Sorry.
You can't win with Prospero. SoulReaveryin. SoulReaveryin.
Yo.
Any thoughts, sir?
I had so much fun like joining you all again, and thank you for inviting. And yeah, I was enjoying like all the cooking and food talk that we had because I'm not normally like talking about food that much, but like I do like enjoy cooking I love food, so yeah, it's good stuff. So thank you. And it's very nice to get to know you as well.
It's nice to meet you too, Souls.
Oh, bless you.
Yeah. Well, hey, this is actually the first time that that Prospero and Souls hang out. Prospero, just a quick I don't know. I want to say bookmark, but not bookmark, but like as a side. Uh, Souls is a pal of mine that hangs out with the arcade, and um yeah, uh, honestly, I wanted to play some Tekken, but I do want to keep it to the bit. But yeah,
Yeah.
he is a good pal of mine and a good guy. But yes, we are gonna go ahead and close the zoo.
Thank you everyone for joining.
Thank you for joining, for keeping us company.
Yeah,
Even you, cannibalistic wizard.
I'm trying to find the end the show button. Where is it? Okay. So I want to thank everybody for joining us and hanging out. Everybody in chat, y'all are wonderful. I love y'all and God bless. And the zoo is closed. Oh wait, hold on. Actually,
Good night. Sleep tight and pleasant dreams too.
yeah. Oh, there's that
And
part.
prayer that every dream comes true.
Minions of the Zoo is recorded live in front of a studio audience on tape.